Hi guys, so as you can see, I have a big, huge mama pile for me to fold and put away, and now I'm out of breath because I carried all of these different baskets in here and I tripped over a water bottle and almost busted my face, and yeah. So I did not even vlog yesterday. I didn't even pick up the camera, and I haven't picked it up so far today, but it's not that late. It's like 11 or something like that. So it's not that late. If I wanted to pick it up now in the day, that would be perfectly fine. But I thought I would go ahead and film, and shirts flopping everywhere and driving me bonkers. But I thought I would go ahead and film just an impromptu, very non-formal, because am I ever formal? Like, no. Talk with you guys while I'm folding this massive pile of laundry that I've got going on here. It's loads and loads and loads of clothes. So I got behind on laundry and just like had to do all the laundry, and I think I have like one small load and all the clothes are washed in the whole house. That quickly goes back to a lot of clothes. But anyways, yesterday I didn't pick up the camera because I was having a really rough day, you guys. It was rough. So last you saw, they have ear infections, and then after the ear infection day, I think you saw the video where like I was having a really rough day. And yesterday was so much worse than that. Like yesterday was an even more of a rough day than the day before. You guys, they're all on cough medicine. They are all on antibiotics. They are all on fever reducers because they've been having fevers. Tristan hasn't had a fever, but the other two have, and they've all are on a steroid. Now, I haven't been giving them the cough medicine unless they absolutely have to have it, and then I haven't been giving them, of course, the Tylenol or Motrin unless they absolutely have to have it. But the other two, they have to take. They take the steroid once a day, and they take the antibiotic twice a day, and you guys, that steroid is making them crazy. Like, I don't know about you, but when I'm on a steroid, like it makes me super like hot and anxious feeling, and it makes me feel like that. And with them, it just makes them insane. Like it makes them feel crazy. I'm not sure what size this is. I think it's Tristan's. But anyways, so it is making them really, really crazy and cranky, like grouchy with each other, have like really little patience, and it's making them have like way extra energy and be hyperactive. The problem with that is, normally if they're super hyperactive, it's fine, you know, we'll just put on a coat and a hat and go outside and run it out and we'll be okay and come back inside and everything will be better. But in this case, I can't do that because they're sick and they have really bad ear infections, and so they can't just go outside. I hang up all of their clothes now, so I have to remind myself of that and put it in a different pile. But anyways, so yeah, it's been rough, and they have been really crazy, and it's been super rainy and cold and windy outside, and so they can't go outside to expend that energy. So we've just kind of been stuck in the house, and that's made them like have cabin fever anyway, even if they weren't sick. And then the fact that they are sick, and you know, addition to that, they have just been crazy. Alaric is handling it a little bit differently. Killian is handling it where he wants to push all of the buttons and do everything he knows he's not supposed to do. I don't know why, but it's making him act out like a crazy amount, like just act out. And he's been getting in trouble a lot. And he has the worst ear infection, so, you know, I know he's not feeling well. Now he's having tummy troubles from the antibiotic messing up his tummy. So is Alaric. It's just, it is not fun. And so I've been trying to have lots of patience and lots of grace, because that's what I would want someone to give to me if I was acting out, not feeling well. And so that's what I've been trying to do. But you guys, holy schmoly, it has been insane. And this mama is tired because I'm not getting a lot of sleep because they're all sick and they're not sleeping well and they're going to bed super late because even though I'm giving them the steroid in the morning with breakfast, it's lasting all day. I mean, you would think it would run out by the time nighttime comes, but holy schmoly, it's not. And it's just making them stay awake super late, and oh, it's just crazy. And so it's been rough around here. And sometimes you just have those days where it's a rough mama day. Like right now, Alaric is napping. They're actually playing in their room, but I've been hearing them like fuss a little bit back and forth. I have their lunch cooking in the oven. So I have a few minutes, so I figured I would get this done and talk to you guys a little bit. But sometimes you have rough mama days, and that's okay. It's human. It makes you human. It doesn't make you a bad mom or you need to do better or you shouldn't feel this way. No, sometimes you feel burnout. And I told my husband last night, I was just like, he brought me flowers last night. I'll have to show them to you. If I do decide to vlog today, I'll show them to you. But he brought me flowers last night and he brought me my favorite chocolates because he was like, you're having a rough time. Like, I know that you're struggling. And he's just not here. You know, he got off work an hour and a half late last night. He has not been here. And so because of that, that just means more time for me to do everything by myself. And a lot of things happened yesterday. My mom's graduation is next weekend and I'm not going to be able to go because I have all 4 of the kids and we don't have a way to get there. We really don't need to be driving our vehicle that far away right now because it's having some issues that we have to figure out and fix. And so, yeah, I was going to ride with my siblings, but apparently they're riding together. So I got kind of pushed out and I was upset about it. And, you know, stuff like that, just some stuff that I was upset about, and that was on top of everything else, and I was just having a rough day. And sometimes that happens. Just because you don't go to work at a regular conventional job and you're here at home does not mean that you don't have rough days and you don't need a moment and you don't need a breather and a break. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just not the case. And if you think that stay-at-home moms have it easy, then you need to spend a day in their shoes because that's just not true. I need to rewash that one. He stained that one pretty good. But anyways, that, you know, sometimes it's just really rough and you just have to take a step back and just be like I took a long bath after I got Lark to bed. I took a long bath and Joshua was like, he texted because he was in there with the boys and he didn't want them to be bothering me and try to knock on the door. So he texted me. I was like, are you okay? And I was like, yes. I started searching some things and researching some stuff. And while I was in the bathtub and I got caught up in there, and he was like, it's fine. Take all the time you need. I think he thought I was about to have a nervous breakdown or something. I don't know, because he was like tiptoeing around it. But I was having it rough. I got this shirt from the Dollar Tree. It's a Children's Place shirt, and I wish to the good Lord they would have had more. I would have grabbed so many of them, but I got that t-shirt from there, and he loves that shirt. So, score. But anyway, yeah, so it's just been really rough. I've been having a hard time this week, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens, and I don't want to just share the good parts with you. I want to share everything because I think that, you know, I've said this on my channel so many times. I think that that's our problem as women and as moms and all of the above. We don't share the rough, crazy, this is hard times. We share the picturesque, perfect moments, which do I even have any of those? I don't think so, because I just don't stage them that way. But not saying everyone stages things that way, so don't get your butt on your shoulders. But, oh, this is our punishment shirt. So I don't think I've shared this with you. I will love my brother. If they're fighting too bad, they both have to get inside of this shirt and love on each other. They're forced to be really close to each other. They have to get inside of the shirt. I would share a picture with you, but I know that it would humiliate them, and I would never do that to my kids, but they hate it. and they have to put their heads, both of their heads inside, and they have to hug each other with one arm because that's the way they'll fit, and they have to love on each other. So if they fight too much, that's what they get. But anyway, I just, yeah, I think that we need to share the struggles with each other because sometimes it's hard, and it has been hard for me the past few days. Just to where I just feel like I'm going crazy. I was telling you, and then I interrupted my own self going down a rabbit hole. Me? Rabbit trail? Do I see squirrels everywhere? Alaric is dealing with the steroid the same way. Like he has pent up stuff that he doesn't know what to do with, and I think it's even harder for him because he's so little. But he wants me because he doesn't feel good, so he wants me to hold him, which is perfectly fine. But then when I hold him, he climbs all over my entire body and wants to get down and dive off the chair, do all these crazy things because he wants to feel better, so he doesn't want to just sit there with me. But then when I put him down, he wants to climb back up because he doesn't feel good, and his nose is just pouring and he can't blow it, and it's awful. So it's been hard, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It has been hard, and hard is okay. Hard, there's something that This Gathered Nest says, and I'm not gonna quote her because I'll get it wrong, but she posted something on Instagram today, and it was talking about this. But hard doesn't necessarily mean bad. Hard doesn't mean a bad thing in your life. Sometimes hard is just necessary, and it just is a fact. Like, this is hard. Okay, we'll get over it. Like, we'll get through it. Like, it's hard. Okay. But we can still do this. And sometimes that's just the way life is. It can be hard. It can be very difficult, but that doesn't mean it's bad. That just means that you're going through something in your life that you've got to make it through, and you've got to learn how to deal with it. It'll teach you things, you know? I try to look at it as a learning experience, and this is one of those times where everybody's sick. It's no fun. You know, it really isn't. But, you know, we were supposed to get Jaren this weekend, and she told us at the last minute that she wanted to change weekends because she said he has a Christmas program on Sunday, tomorrow, which we will go to. If they are feeling up to it, we will definitely go and support him. But she said that he has a Christmas program, and so he wasn't going to come this weekend. But you know what? If he would have came, maybe he would have gotten sick. You know what I mean? And then it would have been even worse. And then we would have been passing things around and around. So there's blessings in disguise. It could be harder. You know, things could be worse, always. Sometimes you can't imagine how in the heck they could be worse, but they can. And being a mama is never easy. You know, I say this all the time because I have a couple of people in my life who have talked about how stay-at-home moms are lazy, or stay-at-home moms don't do as much as other people, or, you know, whatever. But here's the thing, and here's what I tell my husband sometimes when I need some support, or I need, you know, some help, a helping hand. This is what I tell them, and I tell my husband. A stay-at-home mom, you know, when you work a regular job outside of the home and you do a great job and you bust your butt, hopefully, if you have a good employer, you get a pat on the back, or you get a bonus, or you get a raise, or you get a good review on your performance review, or you get, you know, whatever you get. You told that you did a good job, you know what I mean? That you did really well, and you're an asset or whatever. But when you're a stay-at-home mom, you don't get that. You know, you don't get that. Most of the time, you don't even know if you're doing a good job until they're grown, and then by then, you know, the job is done. Then you learn that you did a good job because you see their behavior and what they turn out to be and all of those things. And you see those things throughout their life along the way, you know. When they share with a stranger, or they say yes ma'am and yes sir when you're out in public, or yes, my children have to say yes ma'am and yes sir, and no ma'am and no sir. But everybody's kids don't have to do that, but mine do. But anyway, you see like the rewards of your hard work, and you do see that like from time to time throughout their life. But you don't get anybody telling you you're doing a great job, you did a good job today, like you worked so hard today. And if you have a supportive spouse, then hopefully they tell you those things, and they tell you that you're doing good, or they appreciate you, or thank you for working so hard in the house today. It was a complete wreck and you really worked your butt off. My husband always plays around with me, and he looks behind me and looks at my butt, and I'm like, what? And he's like, I was just seeing if it was gone because you worked your butt off today. And I always love that. I think that's so sweet of him to say that and just to kind of flirt with me and joke like that. And hopefully, you know, you have a supportive spouse that tells you you do a good job, but you know, it's not the same. You don't have interaction with adults, and you don't, some days are harder than others. And although they are so rewarding, and I bet every single one of you wouldn't trade it for the world, because I know I wouldn't. I would never trade it for the world. I worked full time for years, and I would not trade being with my kids for the world. I have been a stay-at-home mama since Killian was about 3 or 4 months old, and I've been a stay-at-home mom ever since then, and I would not trade it for the entire world. I really wouldn't. But sometimes I want to just go bananas. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to come out of my own skin if I don't get out of this house and be by myself for a minute. And you know what? Most of the time I don't get to do that because my husband works an awful lot. And whenever he's here, I want to be with him and see him. And so I don't get to do that very often. But whatever your me time or your decompress time is, you can do that, and it's perfectly okay. So anyways, I just felt like sharing my experience to kind of tell you guys, like, whoo, I'm going through it. You know what I mean? But I know that it's going to be better, and everything's going to be okay. We're going to come out of this the other side, and it's going to be fine. I'm super excited about the Christmas, and I'm super excited about Santa. I'm super excited. I have some fun things planned about the birth of Jesus and really showing them what the holidays are about. We're going to have an actual birthday party for Jesus so that they can kind of get an idea, especially Killian, and we can really celebrate in style. And we're going to talk about how, you know, everybody else gets presents on their own birthday and you celebrate your birthday. But on Jesus' birthday, he actually came to give us a gift instead of getting one for himself. And that's the reason why he came and had a birthday. And so we're going to talk about that. And I'm super excited about those lessons and all the crafts that I have in mind for us to do. And I'm going to get a gingerbread house for us to decorate. So I'm excited about that. And hopefully I'll be sharing all of these things with you. Like right now, they're fighting. I can hear them fussing. And hopefully they're not waking up their brother. But anyways, I'm really excited about the things to come and about the holiday itself. It's going to be so fun. And I'm excited to see their reaction about a lot of different things, because I think they're really going to have a good one this year. This year we really tried to go with, they have so many toys and they play with the same kind of toys. So there's only so many of them you can buy. And I'm not going to buy things just to buy them that they don't play with. So this year we tried to really go practical and think outside of the box, and I think we really did that. And I'm really excited about it because I think we've really achieved like thinking outside of the box. But anyways, they are fighting and fussing, and I hope they're not going to wake up their brother. This video is getting kind of long, and I'm cooking lunch, so I'm going to have to stop this and go do lunch and then come back to it. Hopefully I'll have the resolve to come back to it, because I know the bigger the pile gets that I fold, I'm gonna have to put it all away, and that's the part I hate the worst. What? Tell me down below, what chore do you hate the worst? I've already shared my intense just hatred and, you know, despise for washing dishes. I really hate washing dishes. But I also hate putting clothes away. I'm not really sure which one I hate worse. So which one do you hate? Which household chore can you just not stand and you would rather do anything and have 10 loads of laundry to fold before you actually did it? then just bite the bullet and do it. So leave that comment down below. Definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and also share it. I mean, hello. Who wouldn't want to see this insane craziness? And it's only going to get crazier from here, you guys. So anyways, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in to my crazy rambles, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.